Make this little pond. I got a lot of turtles in this bitch. Nature is a healer. Gonna try to start jogging. This is what relieves your stress. You gotta start off slow. Start off slow. Beautiful scenery. Looks like it's a damn pond full of turtles. Yup. Life get hard, but when life get hard, work out and bask in nature. That's what I say. A lot of shit that messed my vibe up, but I'm still here. That's all that matters. Like I said, nature is a healer. A killer is a killer. A hoe gonna be a hoe. There is no way around it. Look, that turtle heard me creeping up on him. He ducked his neck. Beautiful thing about nature, you learn how to, I don't know how long this world been spinning, but you learn how to be intuitive with animals. Animals show you how to be intuitive. I was taught to fear, so courage is something that I'm working on. A lot of times, everybody don't get the same opportunities at lifetime because their vibe is messed up. You know, I'm a female and I was supposed to just be a girl, but there are a lot of conceptual things that have made me really on an intellectual basis go against all odds of what I'm supposed to be. And at the end of the day, it's only an intellectual response that I can give you. Reading more books is what I'm going to try to do when I'm sitting here worried about bullshit because of my feministic mindset. That's all I can be. And like I said, the concepts of fear and hatred is something I learned. And at the end of the day, seclusion is what gives me peace. A lot of people have left this earth. You know, I miss out on the whole life of being a damn man, a boy, whatever. And I just want to say that when I leave this earth, I do value the essence of manhood. And I do feel some type of empathy for the fact that I just wasn't going to be no damn female for somebody's son. You know what I'm saying? To make him feel like a man. That ain't no shit that I'm on, because I'm smart enough to understand that a lot of men out here have fun, and I value manhood in a different way, and I don't understand when they be stressing. I guess because of my life and being treated as though I'm a female, it just seems that I feel an unequalized battle within my mind, and I just feel like, you know, I complain too much, I do, but the truth is, majority of the people in my life are dysfunctional. You might not like me, you might not love me, but you cannot say that I am a dysfunctional mindset. I only want what's best for me. I raised my little sisters not to want to be with a man or a woman, because at the end of the day, we have experienced enough dysfunction to where seclusion and enjoying Mother Earth is all you need. You know, you don't need to be jumping in relationships with baggage. I wasn't trying to diss my mom, but she had a baby by a cute guy, and at the end of the day, they were just two black people from the ghetto, and they are successful in their own ways, yet there is still an avenue of dysfunction that is intertwining in their their educated mind. They successful in their own way. They got a job. They are phlebotomists. They have showed each other love. She gave a man a baby. Had 3 more babies for another man. 2 more babies. Yeah, 3 more babies for 2 other men. And that's my life. You know, I was taught to view myself as an insecure person based off my womanhood. This is the reason why I am sitting here getting mad about my womanhood. Because feminism happened naturally. With all the dysfunction we surrounded by, somebody made a connection with a man and realized that there was some sort of inferior value type, you know what I'm saying, complex that was being promoted, you know what I'm saying, based off the fate of their life. That's how feminism happened. I ain't never really been into it, but I understand it in layman's terms. Like, I understand that I need to read and learn more, and psychopaths are created because human beings are bored and people are experiencing anxiety and they want to feel comfortable. That's why I always resented the fact that I was a woman, because I never was in my comfort zone with a male, simply because I was smart enough to understand the dysfunction I was surrounded by. As a kid, I learned things on my own. I would call the doctor's office and ask them to tell me stuff. You know, now it was up when you're born into this world, it's up to the adults to place value in you. If they're not that smart, then you won't be that smart. So you are who you're born under. You know, my mom did pretty well for herself. She don't need my approval, but I will say that, you know, my little sister just got her high school diploma. And I'm like, I sat there and as an empath trying to figure out how to feel confident when I was taught to feel insecure. You know, these men in my life wanted me to just be a woman. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm too smart to sit here and be like, nigga, I respect you. So I became muscle out here. I became a product of this street mentality that we have. And I wasn't gangster to myself, but I formed a manhood based off feminism, based off my own intellectual mindset. That's why I kept trying to tell these niggas, I'm comparing myself to you because you're getting love. I did not choose not to give love. I chose to be an intellect. I didn't choose to be a lesbian or choose this or choose that. I chose to be a damn intellect. That's why I tell people straight up, if you're around me, don't expect me to be 100% optimistic, because I had morality instilled in me, and there are things that pessimism has been instilled in me to a certain degree, and it's hard to have fun and shit because I'm sitting here comparing myself to manhood and realizing that all these niggas are comfortable as hell and they gonna die happy as a motherfucker because women gave them love, and I'm gonna be that little dyke that could. Okay, because it's not about me wanting to be with a woman. It's about me analyzing the malehood around me and realizing that I'm not finna be stepped on like this. You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that. I ain't expect to live this long, and I'm still going through shit to this day. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about how masculine you is or none of that shit. When I die, she stood her ground. That's what I want people to know, because I already knew the difference between the beauty of a woman and the beauty of a man. And I'm like, hold on, I'm not a threat to any one of these people. So the advantage that have the women I grew up around in my life have is they have loyalty from these men that they have sex with, from these men that they having babies by. I ain't got no advantage over you, and I'ma stand my ground. And the only thing I can do is be a butch. I can cut my titties off, get a six-pack abs, and do all this bullshit. I'm just gonna be a bitch with no titties. A butch with no titties. Both. One in the goddamn same. To these niggas and these bitches in the world. That's why I'm like, growing up, majority of the people that I grew up around, they got families and shit. Go on vacation. I can still go on vacation. I understand the concept of the hood, the shit that go on. A lot of people go through a lot of shit. I cause hell because I knew the fate of my life. I'm like, I know I'm gonna be stressing a little bit. Now, feel my wrath. Hell no. Niggas out here, they might take a loss because of me, or they might stress because of me. But I did that shit for good reason, because I knew I was gonna be by myself for the rest of my life based off intellectualism. I done been in weird situations, in churches, niggas having sex with me and shit, all because they men, and some of these adults in my life mad about the fate of their life. So they, in turn, take it out on the kids that they had. So all these straight women, y'all chose to do that shit. You could have chose to be by yourself. I'm a feminist. Being with a man it's overrated. I'm sorry for belittling manhood, but that shit ain't all it's cracked up to be. I mean, men are beautiful, but based off the fact that I've been with a man and that shit was not that comfortable, it is not that serious. But once you step into that arena and you go to having babies and shit, that's some shit you gotta deal with. Not me. I'm gonna be that little dyke on the side asking you when you ready to cut this nigga off, because I don't give a fuck about you or him. Okay? So, with all that being said, my womanhood is very toxic for me. I have just walk around just listening to a bunch of men that are venting about their lifestyles, and some of them I grew up got put on pedestals because of their manhood, and the only thing I could do would be jealous. I'm like, shit, I can't say if I was a man what kind of man I would have been, but that's the only thing I could do as a feminist, as an intellect. I would have tried to be monogamous, and I would have tried to be conscious, and I just want to say that it take, when I was growing up listening to people say, well, there's a demographic where there's more women than men, or there's more men than women, and this is the dysfunction that we come from. That's the point of learning. Once I understood all this extra shit that was going on, I'm like, ain't no need for me to be with now one of these bitches. So, like I said, there are male abuse victims. I think I haven't met none and seen this shit up. Well, yeah, I have. I know. But that's what the fuck I feel like. I'm like, man, being with a man ain't all it cracked up to be. That shit don't feel that good. That's why these niggas are loyal to their little baby mamas and shit, because at the end of the day, it take a lot to, sit there and be with a man on a sexual level, on an intimate basis, all that shit. We grew up in the ghetto. I was taught to have love and respect for people naturally. But at the end of the day, like I've said, the ghetto is a very predictable situation. A lot of niggas is being raised to be thugs. All that shit happen naturally, and it's beautiful. It is. I listen to Bone Thugs, the thug mentality and all that shit, and I actually enjoy the fact that human beings can sit there and analyze themselves and realize that this shit is just happening for us. Manhood happened naturally for all these niggas in my life. So at the end of the day, it just fucked up. I feel sorry for half the people in my life, cause I'm like, being identified as a woman out here in these streets, I don't know if I could have handled, you know what I'm saying, all this extra shit that I see the men handle in my life. But maybe they put their best foot forward. They were raised to be like that, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be raised to be players. I got hoes. I got this. But what about me though? I can't go to this place, that place without worrying about, is you gonna do this and that and the third to me? I mean, my mom is straight. They got children. My grandma got children. And I had to sit here and put up with their kids and my uncles and all them, and sit here and play like they don't offend me when they do. I don't like these people naturally. I don't. So, at the end of the day, being a lesbian is not about sex for me. I just want to be. I already analyzed myself. Got a lot of toxic energy within me. Being happy is something that I'm trying to be. So with all that being said, man, y'all niggas can kick rocks. See? Kick rocks. Going on a little diet. Ain't nothing I can really do about my inferiority complex to the male physique. All I can do is work out and get skinny and try to talk myself into being comfortable with the fact that I'm a woman. Okay? That's what I'm trying to do. So, majority of the people in my life have experienced stress, and they won't die peacefully. So, when I mean peacefully, I mean just based off intellectualism. They're going to have a seizure or some type of heart attack as part of them closing their eyes and actually elevating to another dimension or whatever. Okay? So, you know, funerals and shit, that's not something that I want to be a part of my life, but it is a part of life. I pass graveyards all the time, and tombstones and shit I be seeing on the ground and all that. I don't know. It's amazing. But I internalize a lot of shit. I watch a lot of movies in my life, and I just pretty much been an analyst my whole goddamn life, and everybody I'm pretty much got on my fucking nerves. Okay? There is no way for me to sit here and say that life is a bed of roses, because it's not. Shit happens for a reason. And at the end of the day, I'm born into a situation where nobody is like me. I'm by myself, I'm a woman, and I don't want kids or anything like that. I just want to have fun and be a big ass kid. Just like the Michael Jackson situation. A lot of these people, fucking Master P and shit, They move out the ghetto. He's being protected by his identity as a man when he, you know what I'm saying, all these people, they pretty much survive a lot of shit. But there's always, somebody out there bigger and better than you. I always worried about that. Even if my mama got all the money she want in the world, will we be able to keep it? Because there's always people out there that's going through some shit that's worse than you. So, me valuing $1 is something that I want to talk my mind out of, because I felt like it was something that I needed. But it's a part of the evolution of the world. When you need money, it gives you access to things. You always gonna stress a little bit in life. It's just like working out. It's stress. I don't work out without thinking, man, I wish I was a boy. Because that's why I feel like it's pointless. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't work out as much as I want to because of that fact. And when I leave this earth, I want people to understand it. Okay? That I really feel like I took a loss because I was a woman. I ain't really want to get no attention. I just wanted to be a goddamn man. I ain't want no girlfriend. That's all. Okay? This feminism shit happened naturally. And at the end of the day, motherfuckers is sitting here expecting me to just be a young lady, and my mind is so beyond that. So I gotta just take my mind off the bull crap, be an optimist. I don't need no damn self-help books. I need to just be, right? That's why life can get stressful, because like I told some dude, I'm like, we all sapiosexuals. Half the shit we do is based off our emotions. It just depends on what you talk. Like I say, most people conceptualize womanly behavior as sensitive nature, but that is a myth. I know that. I grew up the same way the men did in my family, and all them niggas get on my goddamn nerves. Okay? I did not grow up differently than them, and the only reason why it seems like I'm different from them is because I'm not an actual man. So I just feel as though as a woman, I have a deeper mind. Okay? Because when you from the ghetto, that's what niggas respect. Oh yeah, she got a mind. It ain't about that though. Having a mind don't mean shit to me. She got a mind. She told now. My damn shoes, look at these damn shoes. They too little. By like 1.5 inches. On God. But see, that's why life is about feeling free. When I get paid again, I'm gonna get some new shoes. But sometimes you gotta stress. Stress with less. It ain't about having money. But get what? When I do get money, who I'm spending on? Yours truly. It's mine. And my sisters better be straight when I leave this earth. Cause you know what I'm saying? You gotta think smart. My little sisters, I ain't never been no broke ass person. I just want to get uplifted because of my womanhood. You see what I'm saying? All the men in my life are sitting there trying to flaunt the essence of their manhood, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. And ain't shit you can do about it. So at the end of the day, you know, that's why I like this whole feminist shit, because I turned all these men on me all because I didn't want to just be a girl. I sat there and go along with this paradigm of heterosexuality based off the fact I was born under a lady who was pretty much getting ridiculed and treated like a woman. And I'm really realizing that she just needs love, and people are sitting here expecting her to be perfect. And that's why I'm mad, because that's how the shit works. You got 2, 3, 4, 5 people want to jump one person, all because they chose to sit here and be a damn stereotype. Give a fuck about these people, cause y'all some goddamn punks anyway. Oh God, ain't nothing but me, and I got 3 little sisters. We ain't doing all that extra shit. These motherfuckers out here having 10, 1,200 children. We ain't no threat to all that. That's too many goddamn heads right there. It's all good though. But I understood that from an intellectual perspective. I sat here and wrote so many songs with so many goddamn niggas based off rap and just being an analyst and being an intellect. What's understood do not have to be explained. All them people was toxic as hell for my ass. So, with all that being said, keep your head up, embrace nature, keep calm, and y'all stop shooting people and shooting at people and shit, and live life. Yeah.